Okay. Once more, good evening. We're going to be diving into the business of tonight, which is transforming data using Power BI. So I urge you to start downloading if you have not downloaded the data set, so we can start. So I'll start sharing my screen, and so we can start. Okay. We're going to be transforming data using Power BI, Power Query. By now, we should know what Power Query Editor is all about. So it's that's where we transform data before we load data for visualization. So once we import data, we are importing data into the Power Query Editor, where we do the transformation. So, and after importing the data into the Power Query Editor, we are going to start. The first thing is by cleaning and shaping data. We will do a clean. We clean and shape a data set. That's the first thing we are going to do. And the data set we are going to be cleaning is sales data set. And after cleaning this data set, so we're going to follow step-by-step guide. We're going to get a clean data set looking like this. And after that, I'm going to, this is the assignment. We're going to be, this is what you guys are going to be doing for the rest of the week. I might add another thing, but this one is certain. We are going to clean this data set, and this is the data set we are going to clean. And I provide step-by-step guide to help you. And after cleaning, the next thing we're going to do tonight is merging and appending queries. Merging and appending queries means merging data from two tables together to form a table. So these are things we plan to achieve tonight. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So this is the first thing. This is if we want to clean the data when we load the data in the Power Query Editor, some of the activities are removing columns. We'll have some unwanted columns. We remove them. Then fill in values. Use the fill blank cell. You can fill values. This is how go to transform and you fill the values. And then changing data types. So these are the things we are going to do on this example we have here, these data sets we have here. If you go to the table there, it's called table one. Table one. I called it table one. So you can know the right one you are importing at the, it's called table one. Table one. So that is what we're going to be doing now. So if you want to, if you see there, you see table 1.1, then we have table 2, table 2.1, table 2.2, then we have table 3.1 and table 3.2. So the first thing we are going to do is to clean this table 1, which is says data. So I'm going to stop sharing so that I can get our Power BI in front of us. Okay. The first thing to do is to, yesterday we already know how to connect to data sets. We couldn't connect to so many other, but we could connect to Excel. Sorry, I've not had my dinner. So now from this drop down, we're going to pick Excel workbook, and it's going to take us to where we are going to pick data. So I pick table 1 data sales data before cleaning, and I will load it. It's now it should be coming up very soon. So if you do that, will take you to Navigator. From the Navigator, you will see sheet 1. You select sheet 1. We only have one sheet in that Excel. So we'll click on sheet 1 and it will load. So in this case, because it's only one table that I'll just need to work on, I'll just go straight to transform. Or alternatively, I'll load it and then go to Power BI. So let me load it, or you can go to transform data and it will take you directly to Power Query where you start the transformation, but I'll load it. I'll load it now and it's loaded. So for me to access this, this is loading. So this is loaded. So what I need to do is to go to this transform data. I've loaded this data and you see this data that I've loaded now. I'll click on it. and I'll say transform data. And
sorry, sir. Is it the
yes,
one of poor data?
yes, before cleaning.
So, okay, sorry, sir. Sorry, please. I loaded it. I was following you. I loaded it. It finished loading on my Power BI. I now clicked on, you said I should click on transform data. So it now brought me to another Power Query Editor. Okay, that's where I am now.
Okay. Can you see you're in Power Query Editor?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the data we've loaded?
Yes, I saw the
Yes,
data.
sir.
You can see it's a very dirty data.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the data is loaded. So the first step is to remove the irrelevant column. That is the first thing to do, to remove the irrelevant column. And to do that, don't just remove yet. Don't remove yet. I want to talk about this irrelevant column, because over time, some of us might be struggling to know which one is irrelevant. So how do you know which one is relevant and which one is irrelevant? Okay. Most of the time, when we are going to be analyzing data, they are going to be giving us instruction on what they want to achieve from a data set. They might tell you, in this sales data, we want to understand the sales region, the most performing region, the most performing month, the most performing customer. And with that, you know that region is relevant, and you know that date is relevant. You know that customers, anything customer is quite relevant. You know, and sales, the amount, which is the value, is the main thing. So these are relevant columns. But in this case, let's look at it. You see, and again, customer, when customers are buying, you have customer ID or order ID. So order is the main thing. Order and value is one of key things we cannot play with, because they will determine the customers. But here, looking at notes doesn't. If you see here, you see there is a note. In some table you can see notes. You will see comments. Some table will see, some table they will carry comments. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
In your analysis, I don't see how notes is going to come up, add any value, or how you are going to connect your analysis with notes or comments. So for me, although I didn't give us condition for this analysis, but that's why I'm explaining it now. So this note is what we consider here as irrelevant, and we need to remove that. So to do that, you can right click the column and click remove. Alternatively, you click remove column, and then you can do that as well. So if you select the column, you can go to remove column here. You can remove it. Once you click on this remove, it's gone. Or as you've highlighted it, right click. When you right click, you see the first button from the drop down. When you right click is remove. Whichever way is easier for you, you can do that. But as I've highlighted, I'm going to remove it from here. I don't know if you are seeing I don't know, because my Power Query Editor, I don't know if you are seeing it from my own.
No, sir, I'm not seeing anything.
No, sir, we are not seeing it, sir.
Yeah, but it's another layer, so it's not the main part. If you see, it's on top of Power, on top of the Power BI itself. So, but you can understand, if you are following, you understand what I mean. Can you see a note column?
Yes, I right-clicked on the note column. The first on the drop-down is remove columns. So I clicked on it. It quickly removed the column.
Okay.
And they now appeared on applied steps. And also on applied step, I saw remove columns.
Yeah, if you look at the applied steps, if you want to bring this column that you remove, you go to apply steps, you click remove, then the column will come back. This is because if you mistakenly remove something and you want it back, you just go to apply steps, and you can cancel it from there. That is the first step in our cleaning. So I hope everybody is within the same page now. This is the first cleaning part, removing columns. So it's just for you to understand the column you don't want. So what, like the way I explained it, it's not mathematics for you to do mathematics to understand the column. It's based on instruction. You know, over time, when you see unwanted column in your data set, you already know, and you can just remove them. So that is the first step. I hope everybody have achieved that step. The second is to fill the missing value. If you go to region, you see some value there are missing. You see some spaces, gaps. That is region. If you see Abuja, there is a gap. No. Then you come to Kano, you see null. Then you come to Abuja again, as you're coming down, you see we have 3 spaces. And we can't leave it this way. So we want to fill it with a value. So you can't just write it. There's a way to do that. Okay, when you select that, then you can go to transform in the power query. You will see the tab or ribbon called transform. You click on that transform. Can you see the transform?
Yeah, yes, I saw transform. When I clicked on transform, under it I saw transpose, reverse row, count rows.
You know, once you are in transform, mind you, where the column we are filling is region. So once you are in the region, you go to transform. From transform, we want to fill in the values. Sorry, the vacant, the empty spaces here. So which contains null value at the moment. So from the transform, look for fill. You see a fill. Can you see fill? You see delete data. After delete data, you see fill. Okay. If you are struggling to see it, let me tell you.
Okay, I see fill.
Okay, yes, yes.
By the side of that delete data. But it's not like it's not written fill, it's just an arrow pointing downwards.
Okay, in my own is clearly written fill.
Mine is I just see I just put my cursor on it. I see fill. It says fill cell value to neighboring empty cells in the currently selected column.
Yes, but I don't know why your own is not, why it didn't, but as I'm looking at it, it's just you can see fill, and there is there's the drop down arrow. And if you click on that drop down arrow, you see fill down or fill up. And what we are going to use is fill down, because we want to fill them down with Abuja and Kano. Don't want spaces. So once you do that, if you click fill up, it's going to use, like, for instance, here we'll have space. If you click fill up, it's going to use Ibadan to fill this space, and it's going to use Port Harcourt to fill this space. But we want to use Abuja to fill this space. So we are going to use fill down. And from there, he's going to use Abuja to fill the first space. Then he's going to use Kano to fill the second space. And the last space is going to use Abuja to fill the space. So I'll click fill down now. And if you look at the data, you see there is no this thing there again. So that is for it, John. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is to change the decimals. There's some decimal here we need to change. If you go to the cells amount, you see there's inconsistency there. You go to sales amount, some are writing some are in figure and some are in well. Like here you see we have 5,000, 3,000, and then 2,000. This 2,000 is supposed to be 2,000 figure, not. And so you see that. And again, you have a null here. Where we have null, it shouldn't be because it should be something like 0, not null. If there is no anywhere we don't have a figure, it should be either 0 or it must be in a figure, not in thousands, like 2,000 like this. So I want you to see that it's part of the things we are going to clean. So once we select that sales amount, the next thing is you see we are selling transform. You go to see data type. If you click on that small arrow in data type, you see decimal number.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
On data type, I saw any. I clicked on the destiny, say replace value or replace errors. It didn't show me. Okay, I've seen decimal number.
Yes, you click on decimal number.
Okay, decimal number. Okay.
So once you click decimal number, it will transform both that as error. You see that place you have 2,000 in word, and
Yes, sir.
no, it will become error.
Error.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Yes, what it is.
Yeah, it will become error. So you need to handle the error. So on the yellow, this thing, click on the yellow error, and in the column, replace with a numerical value.
We should click on the error.
Yeah,
Okay.
just right click.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. How do I go back? I went to, okay, right. I clicked normally. How do I go back? Okay. No. Okay, when I
So
clicked on it,
You
when
see
I
the
clicked on
error,
it,
just right
Mhm.
click on the error and it will say replace value.
sir, excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he's asking me to replace existing values in the selected columns with specific new value.
Did you right click on the error?
okay, if
Yes.
I right click on the error now, it said replace one value with another in the selected column, value to find, and then the other ones replace with. I
So
don't get it.
just
It's two.
yes, the value there you are replacing is 2000.
Okay, I put 2000. Then value to find. What do you put in value to find? Because when you right click, it takes you to replace value. Then you will have two fields. It takes you to a place you have two fields. Replace one value with another in the selected column. It now said value to find. Something is there. Replace with another field. So do we write that 2000 in letters?
No,
In word?
just write 2000.
Mhm. Replace with.
Just and the other one writes 2000 again.
All in figures.
Yeah. No.
So,
Are you guys still struggling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where we are is you go to data type, and from data type to decimal number. And that is the time it's going to highlight the errors. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see this, I don't know whether it's yellow that is appearing on your own or it's red that is appearing.
Red is appearing on my own.
Okay, on that red, right click on that red.
Okay. And right
Point
click.
on the red and right click on the red. So once you right click on the red, you will see remove duplicate, remove empty, remove error, replace error. We are going to replace it with 2000 figure. We are not going to remove. Are you getting it?
I get it now. Okay, so I should click on replace errors.
Replace error. There are so many options there.
Yes.
But we are going to replace that 2000 in Word with figure. So replace error. If you click on that, you will see value are going to impute there. And then put 2000. And click OK.
Mine is not replacing. I don't know why I'm not getting it.
It's not replacing with any value.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good evening.
Yeah.
So when I did the replace error, it's replacing the two errors with the 2000. It didn't do just one.
Okay.
So with my own, when I did it, it did the this thing with 2000.
Okay, the other error is 0, is empty. Okay, what we do is, you know, in the table we have one error is one error is null. We have
one is null.
And one is 2000.
The null is still there. After
Oh.
I should replace with 2000.
No. There's we know there was another figure where we had 3005 in inverted in what do you call it? Inverted commas.
Yes.
So that
There was one we had 3000. That
35.
one error. 35. It still came as error. So when
Yes, so-
we say replace all with 2000, the
Yeah.
whole it didn't replace that one with 35. He gave it 2000.
Yes. The null is still there.
The null is still there.
Okay. Okay, what we are going to do is go to replace. The error is 2000. The one in 3000, we are going to replace value. Use replace value before just go to apply steps and remove data type decimal number. I want us to go back.
Okay, we just go because it's like that one is showing change type 1 on my own. That is the okay, it's showing type okay, the two errors are back.
Yeah, you can see the two errors. You can see 2000. You can see
the on row 9 is 35. I think on the first one is 2000. Row 3 is 2000.
okay. So this row 3, let's change it to just 3000 and remove those two inverted commas. Are you following?
I'm not following again.
Okay. Where you want to know where we are is once you go to apply step, you go to apply step. What is the last value within the apply step? For me, is fill down.
No, on my apply step, the last we should remove both change type and replace error because mine is still showing change type and replace. I should remove the two. And start
Yes,
applying.
go to apply step, remove that. I want us to go back to what it used to be.
Okay, yeah, I'm back in what it used to be.
Okay.
2000 at row 3 and 35 with the inverted comma in row 9.
Good. So, okay. This 3,500 in inverted commas, I want us to highlight on it. Then you see replace value.
Right click on it.
No, just highlight it. Don't right click, just highlight it.
Okay, highlight it.
If you
Where
highlight
do you
it,
see?
yes, you go to replace value.
Where do you now see replace value? You go to data type.
Transform. If you within all those icons or tabs, you will see just beside data type, you see replace values.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see replace values.
Okay, if you click on replace value, you
Uh-huh.
see replace error or replace value. Let's pick replace value.
Okay, I say replace value.
Okay.
It's a value that he put this thing, the 3,000 in 500 in inverted comma.
Then
He say replace
we
with
replace it with 3,000,
3,500.
3,500.
Okay, without any inverted comma.
Mhm.
It's done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. There's another one. No.
Mm.
And what do we do? Replace value. Are you doing it the way just output 0?
Unknown.
Yes.
Put 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let me see.
Done.
Done.
Yes.
Then
0. Okay.
It's remaining 2,000.
The remaining the 2,000 on inverted.
okay, we can use replace value again,
Mm-hmm.
and we 2,000.
In figure.
And it's done.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
So there are so many ways to do it. So the first one we'll find out it's not going to work because it's going to replace. We wanted to use a kind of, this one is a bit manual because we are replacing everything one after the other. We wanted to use that one, it's going to replace everything, which is not giving us the right information, the right value we want. So
Hello?
Alpha.
Hello?
Alpha. Alpha.
Hello?
yeah,
Okay,
please, you can put yourself on mute if you're answering a call.
sorry, sir.
Okay. You see, our table is not yet so clean. Are we following?
Yes, I think the only unclean part now is the other date.
Yes. So, and what do we do with that? What can we do? Can anybody suggest what we need to do? We use fill. We're going to use fill down.
If you use fill down, which date will it now put?
Date after the first, like for instance, if you look at 1/1
2024.
Date after that,
Maybe second.
or we remove. That is the only way we can do it. We can remove the null where there is no date, but because there is
Other data set.
figure here, we can't remove because you see a figure is here, which is 3,000 naira from Abuja. So we cannot remove so because this amount needs to be accounted for. So it's better to put a date than to remove it. So we use a fill down. If you highlight the other date, then go to fill down. You see fill? We've done it before. So we use the first date to fill the vacant. So it's the same date, but it's better than removing it. Are you getting my logic now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, sorry to bother, but sir, what about the integrity of the data? Won't it be compromised?
Compromise. How is it compromised? The data does not have any date. There is no date there. Are you going to? It's not like you added money. If it's money, it will, but it's a date. Is either are you going to put 0 there? The transaction must happen in a particular date, and there is no date on that transaction, and the money is there. You people have already received. The company have already received money from that. Or if they are going to investigate to find out the date, then you can fill it with the date. But the only way is fill it up or remove it. So which one do you think is better?
They'll investigate, get the date, and fill it in.
So how are you going to go investigate the date?
No problem. For the purpose of teaching, we can continue with the fill up anyhow. Anyway.
Yeah, the purpose is to clean up, to make your data look good. But anyway, you want to do it while you are working, good and fine, but you know how to fill it up. If you want to, if you get the actual date, then the only thing, if you get the actual date after your investigation and you find out the exact date, you should have even corrected it before even bringing it to this analyze with Power BI, you should go
Power
correct
BI.
it
Before, yes.
before even for the data to reach this stage for you to analyze. You are not an investigator, you know. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Your duty is not to investigate. If we are looking for someone to go and investigate, is the business analyst that will go and investigate why there is this missing data, or auditor. Your own is that a data that brought for you to analyze for easy understanding, for consumption, you need. So if they want to correct those, before then they should have corrected those dates. But even if within your analysis and you raise this view for them to, let's say I will remove this now in my own and the null will be there. So if they finally get the right date for you, what do you do then? You go to replace. It's simple. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
You can use replace value to fill the null in the other date. So it's very simple. But for here, it's not our duty to go and investigate. We don't have the capacity to go and investigate. It's the sales, how our own is the data that brought to us to analyze it. And we cannot analyze without cleaning this. So the only way is to get authorization from the management, and we need to analyze this. If they say, okay, just fill it up and good. If they said no, remove it, we remove. The main thing that you know how to analyze, you know how to clean data. We are not here to query, we are not auditors, and we are not BAs. We are just cleaning data and analyzing data. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So, to this effect, I will use fill up, or we remove, whichever. I will use fill up, and I will, or fill down. I will use fill down instead. Fill down, and you see that the whole table is now cleaner. Is now looking better. And once this is done, yeah. So,
What point can you now say fill up?
fill up, like I said, fill up is when you want to use the value under to fill it up. So if you want to use, for instance, 1324 to fill up, then you use fill up. If you want to use 11, the number above to fill down, you fill down. So is the main thing is to understand how to use this technology, this application, to do that. Like I said, whichever value you want to use here, if you want a value like this, it should be brought to the knowledge of maybe a senior manager who is in charge of this data. If it's sales manager, you need to get the knowledge of attention of the sales manager to let them know what's going on here, whatever they ask you to. But the main thing is that you know how to use this technology to manipulate and clean up data. That is what I'm teaching here. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that is it. You can see our table is now clean, and with this we can start whatever visualization we want to do on this table. So it's a cleaner table now. This is where we want it to be. So that is it. The next thing we'll have is on merging data. So merging table, different tables to become one and appending tables. That is the next thing. So I'm going to delete this data set so I can import the next table we want to work on.
Sir, sorry, which table are you going to work on now? Because I actually came late to the class, so I want to follow up this next one now.
Okay. The table we are going to work on is table 2.1 and table 2.2. We are going to merge them together.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's a customer and other table. That's the two tables.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
How do we delete this table now? Do we close this Power Query editor?
No.
Or we just
No. If you go to the left-hand side of your Power BI, of the query editor, Power Query editor, you will see the table there. You will right-click on the table and it will open up and you delete. And then you close the Power Query editor, and then it will get you back to the
you click on, is it on the Power Query editor you are going to because I can't see the table here on the Power Query editor, or is it on the main?
You see sheet. If at the left hand side you see sheet 1 or sheet, whichever sheet you see them, it's called sheet.
Okay.
Do you see sheet there?
I see sheet, sir.
Yeah, I've deleted my own, but I know it's sheet. Right click on
my own is saying page 1.
Page.
It's showing page 1.
Okay, it's a sheet that is I don't know whether we downloaded different types of edition of Power BI, but my own is called sheet 1.
Okay, I see sheet 1.
My own is showing sheet 1. Under
Okay,
sheet
so
1, I have customer ID, other dates. So is it what you're trying to say?
So when you right click, so you okay, I see sheet 1 now under the
I'm seeing
data.
sheet 1. Under it, I'm seeing customer ID, other ID, and the rest of it.
Maybe you downloaded the other one.
So I'm saying sheet 1. Are we going to delete from model?
Delete it from Power Query editor, whichever way you want to do.
No, it said delete from model. That's what it should. That's the only delete option on my own.
Yes, then delete it because we don't need it again.
So is it that you are deleting the sheet 1?
Yes. The table we just analyze is called sheet 1. The table we've just cleaned is called sheet 1.
Okay. I've seen delete from module.
Yes. I've deleted my own.
Okay.
He said, please apply or discard the pending query changes. Then try again.
Discard.
Okay, you have to discard those query changes that we made.
Discard it.
You have to
Because
remove all of them.
we don't need it.
Okay.
So, when you get hang of this, you can leave all these things and you know. But why I'm asking, because we are beginning, I don't want us to confuse one table with another table and get confused. I want to have a clean canvas when we are starting a new practice. Are you getting my point? Even if you leave it, we can still bring more data sets, and it has the capacity to keep all those things in the memory. But once you have a lot of them piling up, you might start struggling to understand which one are you working on. And so that is the point I'm saying. I prefer cleaning the canvas, making it so clean before bringing in another work, so that my work will be very easy for me to manage the data set. Are we done cleaning?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are going to bring in, go to Get Data, and on Excel, I'm bringing table 2.1. That is order table. I'll bring it in first and load it, and then go back and get another table. So now in the navigator, you will see sheet 1. I will load it. Is now it's loaded. I've loaded the first table because I'm planning to merge 2 tables. So I need to go back, get the following table, the next table, which we need to merge together. So, and is table 2.2, which is customer table. The plan is to merge customer order table and customer table together. So, and how we, yeah. So for me, I've loaded the 2 tables that I want to load. So Have you guys done that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then the next thing I'm going to do is to go to transform data, and the okay.
Is it table 2.1 and 2.2 that you look at?
Table 2.1 and 2.2, that is order table and a customer table.
What do we do next, sir?
Okay. The first thing is to select the now we've loaded them and the Power Query Editor. The next thing we need to do is to go to the query editor and select the order table. Once we select the order table, then we click on Home. In the query editor, we select Merge Queries. First, select Order Table, then select, click on Merge Queries. It's called Queries.
Where do I see merge queries?
If you want to if you are looking at where you to merge the queries, go at the extreme end of the Power Query Editor, second to the last, where you see Text Analytics. Text Analytics is the last tab. Before Text Analytics, you see Merge Queries and you see Append Queries.
Okay, there in my own, after the text analytics, I see another I don't know, label there. is showing combine. Then when you click on the arrow pointing down, the cursor pointing down, you get merge queries, append queries, and combine files.
Well, it depends on the Power BI version you are using. My own is showing merge queries. What are you seeing in your own orders? Let's see.
Merge queries.
So, Mr. Charles, where did you get your own Power BI?
I downloaded it the way we downloaded, everybody downloaded. But mine, I don't know whether it's a lower version or a higher version that I did. My own, we just
Hello,
show
sir.
combine.
Mm-hmm.
My own is also showing combine query. When you now click on it, it will give you icon to merge queries.
Merge query.
Yeah,
That's
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yes, combine and merge.
I think maybe it's the updated with the 11 Pro. So maybe he updated it to this feature, but it's still the same thing.
Yeah, but the main thing is that you will find where it is.
Yes, we have seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, merge queries, append queries.
So we're going to, the first thing we're going to do is to merge queries.
So we click on merge queries.
Once you click on the merge queries, in the merge queries, you will see select tables as the second. So you will see the table to select to merge.
Okay. Please, sir, sorry, please. In the first table, the order table, column 7, 8, and 9 on my own here are having all no values in the rows. I don't know.
Yes, just select the table.
Okay, I selected the second table. It brought out the second table.
Okay. You see now the two tables we you see the first one, you see the order ID, and the second one you see customer ID.
Yes.
Good. Okay. After then you see join kind, left out. That is what we just leave it for left out.
That is left outer, that's in bracket.
Yeah, as before, the way it is.
Okay, sir.
And then before we click OK, there's something that we are going to use to join these two tables. It's not going to work automatic. We must have a reason, we must have a relationship between the two tables that will make us to join the two tables. And if you look at the relationship, you see
customer ID.
Good. You select the customer ID here, and then you can select the customer ID on the two tables. And once you select the two columns that is related, you see that the OK icon will come up in green color, giving you signal that now you click OK.
It's just like join in SQL.
Yes.
So how do you select the two tables at the same time?
How?
Where I am now is select table and matching column to create a mesh table. Sheet 1. Order ID, customer ID. That is on the two columns.
Have you selected the two columns, the two tables?
And that's what I'm saying. Is if I click on other ID, it's only that one that will be selected.
No, if you click other ID, you just click on other ID in the first table.
Okay.
In the merge dialog box. You are in the merge dialog box?
Yes, sir.
So go to the first table, you see customer ID. You click on customer ID, then go to the second table below, which is the first table is order table. On that order table, go to customer ID column, select it. Then you come down to customer table. In the customer table, you see customer ID. This is what these two tables have in common. Select it as well.
Okay, I think there's issue here. So let me.
Is there any other person having the same challenge?
No, I don't have any challenge. I have made the two.
Okay. Once you select the two relationship within the two tables, this is what they have in common: customer ID and customer ID. That's what the two. So highlight those two things they have in common, and then click OK. Okay. Okay, once you click the OK, the next thing is you see a sheet, the last sheet, it will be pre-highlighted.
Yes.
And you see expand icon there. You see icon with double arrow, small icon with double arrow on that. Can you see that?
Yes.
So you click on it. From there, you say select the columns you want. And for me, I'll select everything and click OK.
Okay.
And then you will see the combined sheet. Just drag it, scroll, and you see the table you combined. Everything will be highlighted.
Yes.
So, and that's it. The other columns that you don't need can be removed.
That's all right.
Are you getting what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
All the columns you don't need again now, you remove it.
Like the customer ID is 2, remove 1.
So you combine the ones you want.
Yes, sir. Sir, is that all?
Yeah, that is it. We've merged the two tables. Like I said, the other tables, the other columns, when you merge a table, you will see the table. The table you wanted will be highlighted. Then the other columns, you will see other columns will still be there, but you need to remove them and leave the table that you've combined together. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Good. And the column that you just merged is going to be called, you see, sheet 1, 5, column ID. Sheet 1, 5, customer name. Sheet 1.5 region. Sheet 1.5 phone number. Sheet 1.5 email. So the others that you are going to remove, they are not going to carry sheet 1. They are not going to carry, they are going to be just column 9, column 8, column 7, total amount, quantity, order, date, product. They are not going to carry sheet 5, sheet 1.5. For if in case we are struggling to understand which one we are going to delete. Alternatively, you can control select those ones you want to delete once. So you can control select all of them and then delete and leave the one you want. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm controlling to select them, the ones I want to delete. And after control selecting, I'll click and after control selecting, I delete, and there seems yeah. And so I think we're done with this one. We've seen how to merge two tables, and we're going to be fast now because of time. So the next thing we need to do is to append. Are we still on it? Are we struggling in any way?
Yeah. Personally, I'm done. Are we going to the merge table? Should we delete it before we? Are we going
Yes.
to use
Once we finish, we clean. We are not leaving any of these things. We are just practicing.
Okay.
So when it's time to visualize, then we can keep and then you start using it for visualization. But the main thing is to learn how to do it one after the other.
So which table are we now bringing now?
We are bringing in table 3.1 and 3.2.
Okay, sir.
Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just the same way we did on this. So I can see some of you are even becoming faster. So that's good.
So, is it the same processor?
Yeah, I am just trying to delete all these tables from my own system so that I can just give me time. I'm cleaning my system. I want to refresh. Yeah, but it's the same process. You know, some of you are becoming pro and even faster than me. So I think
Okay, so we should import a 3.1 and 3.2.
yes, 3.1, and then we go back and import 3.2.
Hello.
Yes. Just the same thing, you import and then select sheet 1 and then load. Then you go back and get the 3.2 and two. So these two tables we're importing is cells 2003 and cells 2004. They are in different tables and we want to, you know, merge them together. So instead of using merge, we are going to use append. So if you have imported these two tables in Power BI, then we go to
Transform data.
go to transform. Transform data, and that will open your Power Query editor. The sheet 1, you see sheet 1 and sheet 2. Okay. The first one is the sheet 1, you see it is going to look at the date. The date is going to be 2003. And you click on the other one, you see that the date is 2004. These are two tables. So that is the plan. We are going to select the sheet 1, that is the main sheet 2003. Once you select it, you go to, you see, after merge, you will see append. In that area, we are not going to use merge. At this time, it's going to be append.
So we click on append.
Concatenate rows from tables to single table. Okay, it's going to be rows now, not columns. Right.
Okay. Once you see the append, if you are the append query, select the table to append and click OK. Append queries.
Okay, so this one is that we are adding, we are adding columns, two tables together, the whole full table, not as if we are merging columns, but this one is rows.
Yes, is column. Just, instead of, for instance, you see the first table has 5 rows. If you append the tables, it's going to become
10.
6, 7, 8. The rows will increase.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've done that.
So that is it. If you have click append, you see, you say merge concentrate rows from 2 tables into single table. Yes, you click 2 tables or 3 tables. In this case, we are just appending, it's 2 tables. So leave it at 2 tables, and then you see table to append. It will show you a drop down menu or button. You click on drop down, then you see current. Don't select the current. If you select current, you are duplicating it. Select the sheet, the second table you want to, which is sheet 2, and once you select the sheet 2, you are going to click OK. Are we following?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, we are following.
if we click OK, we are going to have 10 rows.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
instead of 5 rows, it's going to be 10. So, and that is where we're bringing it to the end. That is the end of tonight, because we still have one more, but we can't do it tonight because of time. So, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. I have a lesson note where all these things are clearly stated in the lesson notes, step by step. If tomorrow you start struggling, the lesson note will guide you. Yeah. So, I'll close my query editor now because I've completed what I plan to achieve tonight. And I'll go back and I will share the lesson notes to show you the assignment we need to do. So the assignment for tonight, for the week, I might add more by the time I'm going to publish it. So, Okay. Just a second, and I'm getting the okay. If you go to the table I uploaded, you see table 1.1, poor quality food tracker cells is clearly said food tracker cells, poor quality food tracker cells, data cells. Table 1.1, poor quality food tracker cells data set is the table that we are going to let me share. I'm trying to share it here. That is the table. Okay, I'm sharing it. Yeah, you can see it here. That is the assignment. Is table 1.1, poor quality food tracker cells data set. That is the assignment. I might add one more, or I can leave it, but the main thing is you are receiving assignment. And I've already uploaded that table in a WhatsApp, so you can work on that. It's a larger data set. So, but whether large or not large, you use the same process, you get the same, so the same result. It's just running like so. That is the assignment here. That is the table we're talking about. So, and it comes with a step by step. So by tomorrow, we are going to get this lesson note. And once you get it, it's going to help you to do this as well. So this is step by step. It's the same thing in the one we've just cleaned. So, yeah. So let's work on this as a group and see in the next class, we review what you guys have done, and that's it. So the table is there. 1.1, poor quality food track sales data set across different states in Nigeria. So, and that is what is going to bring us to the end of tonight's class. And if you have questions, you can still ask your question.
So, someone like me, I started, like I said earlier, I started the class late. Can I still use this note to do what you did for the beginning of the class?
Everything we do, I always provide step by step. Everything we are doing in the notes, there is step-by-step guide. So even if you did not participate in this class and you know how to follow my notes, you will do everything we do without even watching or following us. But it's good to work as a group so you can ask questions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I try as much as I can to make my notes very detailed so that even if I'm not there talking and you follow step-by-step activity, everything in IT is step-by-step activity.
Okay, so we are getting the note tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, we are getting the notes. If you go to the course portal, I will always upload it there with the video. We are getting it. So that one is for sure. And yeah. So as people like you and Fowlers, a lot of workload for you guys. Okay, thank you. Obianuju, Mark Jane, Mr. Coca, I hope we are still together.
Yes.
In this
yes.
Okay. Yes, good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening.
Unfortunately, I didn't do anything. I am out of town on official duty. I'm not with my personal laptop. I missed the class yesterday because I got back from the field very late. I was tired. I hope I can go through the classes again, the videos, and then do everything.
Yeah.
I just didn't do anything.
No worries. So if you listen and follow the notes, you are there. But even after that, you can still ask questions if you have questions. So
no problem.
Yeah, but very soon, I think very soon, once we are done with this Power BI, I will share it, a CV template we can use to start applying. You know, data analysis job is easier to get than business analysis because a lot of people are scared of data. And so making it, if you can, it's just like data analysis, just like a lot of people see it as mathematics in IT. And they are scared. When people see maths, they run. Yeah. Okay, thank you for joining, and
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
yeah, see you very soon.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.